guys, it's Carol. How are you? I'm doing good. I hope you are too. Today we are going to make a lemon icebox pie. One of my subs said, you always say this isn't a cooking channel, but then you go to the kitchen. That's because we got to eat. I always think about, I heard one time Julia Child, when she was taping her television show, was preparing a whole chicken, and she dropped it on the floor and she just picked it up and kept on going. Did you know she was a spy? I'll do another video about that during World War II. Anyway, we're going to make lemon icebox pie. When I told Casey, she said, don't make that. It's not a dessert to have in a storm.
In a snowstorm.
This is how crazy our weather is. Yesterday, the high was 75. Today, I don't know what the temperature is. I think it got up to, what did I tell you, 37? And I said, well, it's not going to snow. Maybe it was 57. Anyway, we're waiting on, it's rained on and off today. Out at my part of town, not much. But we're expecting a big, horrible thunderstorm to come in any minute with up to 60-mile-an-hour winds and quarter-inch hail. And they said the winds want to, be concerned about, because wind can do a lot of damage, knock electrical wiring down and stuff like that. So, and then during that thunderstorm, it's going to rain, get everything really wet. Then it's going to turn into snow when we're under a blizzard warning until 10 a.m. tomorrow. I told Casey, all that rain is going to freeze, be black ice with snow on top of it. I don't want to be out driving in it. But anyway, I told her, sorry, we're having icebox pie even though it doesn't weather appropriate, because I told you I was going to. And that's because, I told you I found a couple of cans that had expired. Well, one was an Eagle brand. But again, that guy on Inside Edition said, if the can's not damaged, open it. If it smells good, use it. Well, Casey and I, neither one can smell. Our sense of smell hasn't returned very well from that illness we had. So anyway, it looks good, so I'm going to use it. What I've got in here is 8 ounces of cream cheese that's been softened. I'm going to pour the Eagle brand in here. Now, I'm not going to make you listen to me mix this up because my mixer's noisy. But this is all it is. 8 ounces of softened cream cheese. 1 can of Eagle brand. This is 14 ounces. The zest of 2 lemons. I didn't read that part. I read lemon zest, and so I bought 1 lemon, and then when I reread the recipe, it was 2 lemons, but oh well, we've got what we've got. And then, now, some recipes say 1 cup of freshly squeezed lemon juice. Most of them say 1/2 cup. I don't want it to be too runny, but I want it to taste lemony. So I'll look at it after I put in 1/2 cup and see what I think. Evidently, this was a real popular pie forever and a day. I've never made it like this. Back in the 70s, I used to make one that you used Cool Whip and a 6-ounce can of frozen lemonade. They don't even make the 6-ounce cans anymore. And I guess it was Eagle brand. I don't know. But I haven't made that in years either. But anyway, there are tons of recipes on Pinterest. So that's where I got it. The one I'm using is from Amy in the Kitchen. She says you can make this up to 2 days before you want to serve it, or you can freeze it for 3 months. Other people have told me if you freeze cream cheese, it breaks down in the recipe. I don't know, never tried it. This other recipe I looked up said refrigerate for 4 hours, but no longer than 8 hours. Well, if you're going to do it take 2 days before you serve it, that's a lot more than 8 hours. So we'll just play it by ear. So I've got my Eagle brand it's sweetened condensed milk. Don't use evaporated milk. You have to have sweetened condensed milk. I've got my Eagle brand in here, my cream cheese. This is the lemon zest that we have. Casey's holding the camera. I don't know where to show you. So we're using that much. The recipe called for, in this one recipe called for 1 tablespoon. This one called for 1.5 tablespoons. We're using that much, how much ever that was. That's what we've got. And then on the lemon juice, it says 1 cup or 1/2 cup, whichever recipe you want to go with, of freshly squeezed lemon juice. We've got that much. I'm going to pour that in a 1/2 cup measuring cup. And if I don't have enough, I'm just going to use bottled lemon juice. Anyway, that's it. Oh, you need a prepared graham cracker crust. But the filling is cream cheese, lemon juice, grated lemon peel, lemon zest, and your sweetened condensed milk. So I don't want you to have to listen to my mixer. So I'm going to measure out the lemon juice, see if I've got a 1/2 cup, beat it in here, and then I'll show you in just a second. Okay, guys. This is why I tell you this is not a cooking channel. See how lumpy that is over there? It's lumpy all through it. You just can't see it very well. I put that cream cheese out to soften on the counter at noon. It is now 6 o'clock. I just assumed it was softened as much as it was going to. And the recipe specifically said your cream cheese has to be softened so it won't be lumpy. I'm going to beat this some more and see if I can beat those lumps out. While we were beating this, the rain started. So Casey had to go run upstairs and let her cat in. So I'm going to stop for a minute and tell you, my sister called while we were filming that other part. And she said she saw on the news where Great Value Complete Pancake and Waffle Mix has been recalled. I've got 5 boxes of it, but I know I can take it back and get my money back. But I'm sure it's certain numbers or something. I'll look it up and see. She always calls to tell me things like that because I do not watch the news. I did today as long as the weather was on because she had told me this morning we're under blizzard warning. And I said, what? So I did watch the news to hear that forecast that we were going to have these horrible thunderstorms, hail, and then snow. We're supposed to get 3 to 6 inches. But anyway, if you have any of this, my sister says it's been recalled. Look up and see what the numbers are. And then a couple of my subs said they didn't see any peanut butter in my pantry. Well, that's because it was in here by my red truck cookie jar. There is one in there on the bottom shelf of the 3rd rack. I think it's a blue bin. I'm not in there right now. But anyway, it has a couple of bottles of barbecue sauce, ketchup, Miracle Whip. There's a jar of peanut butter in there. You can see the great big yellow red lid. But anyway, we have 3 open jars in here. Casey was making this is the one I've been eating out of my peanut butter and crackers. Casey was making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with this one, and my grandkids had that one out. That pantry was such a mess, we could not find peanut butter, so we all got a different jar. But yeah, I've got peanut butter. I'm okay. I did have to put some lemon juice in there. It was, that one lemon was maybe, it was more like more than 1/4 of a cup, maybe 1/3 of a cup. So I had to add some more to it. I've got a lot of the lumps out. This reminded me, when I was married, my mother-in-law told me when my ex-husband was a little bitty boy, they went to a church potluck, and some lady had made mashed potatoes. And my ex-husband was eating the mashed potatoes. Like, he was probably 3 or 4. And he turned to the lady that made them and said, I like my mom's mashed potatoes better. They had big lumps in them. He wanted the lumpy kind. Okay, I'm going to pour this into my pie shell, put it in the fridge, and when it's been in there at least 4 hours, I'll take it out, see if it will slice, and show it to you. I'll be back. There it is, poured in the pie shell. I'm really disappointed that it had lumps of cream cheese in it, because, you know, cream cheese is not sweet by itself. I don't want to have a lump of cream cheese in there that's not mixed in with the sweetened condensed milk, but it is what it is. So I'm going to put this in the fridge. Since it's 6 o'clock at night, we probably won't eat this until tomorrow at lunch. And my grandkids will let you have an honest review. They'll tell you what they think. Okay, so you're going to have to stay tuned tomorrow to see what the results tasted like. Bye-bye. Oh, good grief. I picked my phone up to tell you something else, and I almost dropped it in the pie. I had put the plastic lid on it. Thank goodness, or my phone would have been in the pie. What I was going to tell you, the recipe said to decorate it with candied lemon. I have never seen candied lemon slices, so I don't know what that is. But if you do, evidently it's pretty if you put whipped cream on top with a candied lemon in it. Okay, I will tell you about this again tomorrow. Bye-bye.